Good morning, Muscatine. Happy Monday. It is going to be a decent weather today, so take advantage of it. Get outside today. Before I get started, I want to say thank you to our sponsors, Hy-Vee, Unity Point Health, and Trinity Muscatine, Muscatine Power and Water, Becky Insurance, Toyota of Muscatine, Rivel Plumbing and Heating, Impact Fitness and Nutrition, Lutheran Living Senior Campus, Impact Life Blood Center, Harper Cycling and Fitness, Muscatine County Fair, Bayer of Muscatine, and Muscatine Walk to End Alzheimer's. There is a lot of holiday events that we're going to be talking about, so I'm going to quick go through a couple things before we get started. I have two amazing events and a lot of people on the show today, which I'm really excited to talk about. So 2 Weeks of Love kicks off today. So it is Toy Time, and this is going from today until December 2nd. During Toy Time, or even, starting now, I'd say right now, it is 9 o'clock, you can get started. A lot of people can drop off unwrapped toys or gift items for children under 18 at the Ed Morse Chevy and Buick GMC at the corner of Highways 38 and 61 during the dealership's business hours. All these toys are going to be collected is going to Salvation Army here in Muscatine in their county toy shop. So all of these is for families that are in need. You can register to pick up and pick out gifts for children for free. So Toy Time starts off, and then we have Freezing for Food next week, which I'm really excited about, being out there all week long. Hopefully it is not as cold as it was last year. I do remember how cold it was. Also, today is the last day to drop off items for the hygiene items for Muscatine Y and for United Way of Muscatine. These items will be donated then tomorrow for Tuesday, which is Day of Giving. So be sure to drop off these items at Muscatine Y or United Way of Muscatine today so they can get those distributed out here to Muscatine County. So it is Monday, and I always make the joke that it is Megan Monday, and she has a lot of amazing things to talk about, and she brought a guest with her today.
Yeah.
Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
So quick, just introduce yourself and tell us what you do here in Muscatine.
Okay, I'm Anna Isaacson, and I'm the Adult Day Director at Senior Resources. I've been there since probably the end of May, beginning of June.
Okay. And Megan?
And I'm Megan Francis. I'm Marketing and Communications for Crossroads and Senior Resources, and happy to be here.
Perfect. So we haven't met you yet, so just tell us a little bit about your background and what you do.
Sure. So prior to going to Senior Resources, the Adult Day Center, I was a social worker case manager for the Iowa Department of Human Services. I have a bachelor's degree in social work from the University of Iowa, and I plan on starting on my master's in social work in January. My husband and I live in Muscatine. We have 3 kids and 1 granddaughter and 2 dogs.
Can't forget the dogs.
Yeah, absolutely not. They're a huge part of our family. And so, yeah.
And when it comes to your position here at Senior Resources, what is it that you do and what you're in charge of?
I am in charge of intakes, getting participants to the center, getting them started, kind of the part of the assessment. So we also have a nurse that's part of that, and then we create a plan for each participant, and then I do the activity calendar, I help with the menu calendar, and kind of plan the day-to-day events.
So you have a lot of book work.
Yes.
A lot. Probably more than Megan. I don't know.
It's a lot of fun, though.
Nice competition of how much book work you two have. When it comes to now the holidays, I'm sure you have a lot of events that you're going to be planned out. What are some of the examples that you're going to be hosting for this month?
Some of the fun events we have a hot chocolate bar. We have a gingerbread house making day. We have an ugly sweater day, along with Christmas bingo, just a lot of Christmas-centered holiday activities. And there's a Crossroads party that participants can attend on the 9th. So a lot of Christmas-themed activities.
I want to come for the hot chocolate bar.
Yeah.
That sounds like an amazing time. You just get to do all your own toppings.
Yep, sprinkles, whipped cream.
Sugar overload.
Yep.
Just all of it.
Yeah.
I think the gingerbreads are always fun too because people just don't make a normal house anymore when I see gingerbreads.
You get really into it. Yeah. Very, very.
Is there a little competition then? Or like
I hope so. I hope we have it. Maybe between the staff and, yeah, we'll see.
Like a decorating contest, who has the best one?
Yeah.
That'd be a lot of fun. I like that.
Yeah.
And is this something new into Senior Resources, or are we just building now kind of after COVID has settled down, just being able to kind of get the holiday spirit back up and going?
Yeah.
The Adult Day Center has actually been, it started out as Senior Circle.
Okay.
Many people who are longtime Muscatine residents will know it as Senior Circle, and it's still every now and then people will call up or ask where Senior Circle is. Housed at 1808 Mulberry, next to Hershey Manor. So it's been there for a number of years. During COVID, it did have a forced shutdown.
Yep.
And coming back from that was a little rough. I think we've talked about having about 15 people on the books, but probably 6 to 8 showing up on a daily basis once we were able to, restart service and everything. And Anna and her crew have now done an excellent job, both of engaging people, but also the word of mouth of what a valuable service it is. And Anna, how many do you have?
Right now we have 29 participants, which is the highest it's been. And so, yeah, we're looking to add to that. And some people attend all the way from a couple hours a week to daily, depending on what their schedule is. And it's a nice little break for caretakers also.
Is the Adult Day Center, is this a Monday through Friday?
Yes.
Okay.
8 to 4, Monday through Friday.
Okay.
Yep.
So I asked this, my aunt, she has cerebral palsy, and she goes to the Adult Day Center in Iowa City, and she loves it. It's one of her favorite things to do. She goes 3 days a week and comes back with crafts all the time, and she just has a blast. I think her favorite thing, though, is to seriously, she loves going to the library. When they do a library day, loves it. It is so much fun, and she'll just talk hours about what she's done there.
Yeah, we try to mix it up a little bit month to month, but during the winter months we do more indoor activities, but it's easier with the holidays also because you can do a lot more fun things. But once the weather gets better, I mean, we even have an accordion player that comes to the center once a month, and we do karaoke.
Wow.
We do, a lot of fun activities.
Can I come for karaoke?
Yeah,
I would love to. That's fun.
Absolutely.
And now I need to tell her, hey, you need to have a karaoke day in Iowa City. That's exciting. And I literally got thrown off by karaoke now. Darn it. It is okay. I'll remember. I'm going to remember later, and then I'll ask her.
Okay.
When it comes to the Adult Day Center, too, when it's like, what are some of the different activities that people can take part in? How do they get involved in it, especially, too, with Adult Day Center?
Well, it starts with calling me to set up an appointment for a tour. So I will tour the facility, and it can be just with the participant or caretaker and see if it's something they'd be interested in. And then after that, we'll set up free days, and you actually get 2 free days. So you can come and see if it's a good fit, if it's something that you'd actually enjoy doing, and then how many days would you like to be there. And we do a menu every month, so we'll serve breakfast and lunch as well as 2 snacks.
Okay.
And then so we would go from there after you do your free days and see if you like it. Then we would start working on a schedule and kind of get the assessment done and go from there.
And when it comes to Adult Day Center, is there any type of, like, basically a requirement, qualification, something that maybe has to go through doctors or any assisted living?
No, but we do have to get your medical records, so we're able to care for whatever needs you may have. So we do have to have that to start, so we can care for you regardless of what your medical needs are. But that's part of what the free day entails, is what you would need to care for you while you're there, and if you want to be there. So that's part of that free day also, to see if it's a good fit.
Oh, good. I like that. Normally, that's not something heard of. Normally, you just kind of put them in and say, okay, here you go.
So
awesome. I love that. I think that's very nice. And being able, 29 people, and you said that's the most ever?
And those free days kind of take some of the pressure off too, because you're not into anything yet. If you don't like it, that's fine. And so you kind of go with an open mind and, like, I'm not stuck here, and then once they get there, it's usually a lot of fun, and I'm like, oh, I could do this at least once a week or whatever, so I think it's like a stress-free kind of trial for all of us. So.
And for you, what is for you personally, like, being here since, you said May, correct?
Yeah.
What has been one of your, like, biggest highlights of this?
The biggest part is hanging out with our participants and doing fun activities, because you really see that they enjoy themselves. Even when we play card games, like there's a card game called Garbage that I've never even heard of before. Yeah,
I don't know.
It's a fun game.
It's a big hit there.
The next time you're here, just bring it on the show. We'll play it while we're talking.
You got it. It's a fun game.
I need to know what it's called. Garbage?
Yep.
Okay. I learn something new every day.
I had never even heard of it before. So just seeing, we do bingo, and we talk about prizes and just their everyday fun that we have and get to know everybody. So
I like that. Yeah, you have to bring this card game now.
Will do. I'll bring it.
All right. So, Megan,
Yeah.
you have a lot of spirits going on, holiday spirits, speaking of,
Yeah.
happening in this month.
Well, we need to take care of our seniors, sometimes forgotten over the holiday season. So our outreach department has a couple of events that take care of our seniors. So we have a annual Christmas basket program, and this is where seniors, low-income seniors over the age of 60, they basically get to fill out a wish list of things that they both need. So one of the things that people don't really understand is things like stamps, laundry detergent, hygiene products. You know, those are the needs that this is a great time to stock up on.
Yeah.
And then there's some of those fun items, you know, the warm fuzzy socks and, you know, getting a new coat or new slippers. They get to fill out that wish list, and then we ask the community and organizations to adopt a senior. So you can, you know, we have some on a card or just paper, and you get that wish list, and you know, you can choose the items you want and make a basket for them. Those can either be dropped off back at Senior Resources and we'll deliver them the week of Christmas, or you can get the contact information for the senior and deliver it yourself. So some organizations like to do the whole bit. Some just, you know, get a couple of people, put together the baskets, and then bring them to Senior Resources. So.
And a lot of these baskets, they're ranging anywhere from maybe 40 to 100, give or take. So a lot of those, I mean, like you said, a community or business can get together and split one of those baskets, but these are necessary. These are items that they need just in everyday life. So being able to have those available, and it's also at the Merrill.
Yep, so the Merrill, this is the first year. The Merrill has really just shown a commitment this year to the senior population. Again, you know, the kids are really important. This is kind of their special time of the year, but some of our seniors can be forgotten, especially those living alone or don't have family in the area, and to really make a special time for them as well. So the Merrill does have an angel tree this year. They have tags on it with that wish list information. There's no senior names. They're correlated with a number in our database. So if you want to deliver it, contact Senior Resources and we can give you that other information. But we don't want that just sitting out on a tree somewhere. But Laura Vargas at Senior Resources holds all of that information. She's got a ton of people. We've had people stopping into Senior Resources every day to adopt seniors. So it's really a neat program, and last year we were able to help over 220 seniors.
Wow.
Which is the most they've had in the last 10 years.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
And when is the deadline for these baskets?
So we're asking that they are turned in, I have to think of the exact date, but that Monday before Christmas. So Christmas is on the Sunday, so the Monday before, so we can deliver that week. Or we ask that they are delivered that week. Okay. So that we kind of start checking in with people and make sure that they've gotten something.
I think the Monday's the 19th or something like that.
Yeah.
Don't quote me.
I know. The Monday.
The only reason why I know is because my birthday's on the 22nd, so that's why I was trying to go backwards.
Yeah, usually I've got a date somewhere in there, but I'm actually taking vacation this year.
You know what we could also do is 25 minus 7.
There you go.
You can tell it's Monday.
That is, yeah.
You know it's Monday when math is just not your friend.
But then we also have our second annual, I always say this wrong, Stuff the Stocking Challenge. I always want to say stock the stuffing, and then I'm like, that makes sense. Stuff the Stocking Challenge.
Okay.
So this was a challenge that started last year, kind of spearheaded by the headquarters. And they went out and challenged other bars to collect these items, hygiene items and items for our seniors that can be put in these baskets. So if there is a senior that is not adopted, we have these items, and then H&I is also a sponsor of this program, so we can fill in baskets. Okay. You know, we make sure that every senior that sends in an application does get a holiday gift. Yep. But this year we have 5 participating bars. So the headquarters, Bridgeside Links, Proof Social, The Brew, and we've added Maxwell. by the river. As I said, they've been a great supporter of our senior population. Last year, I will tell you, it was insane how much they collected. The headquarters had like a whole corner of their bar that was just covered. The brew had the entire bar when we took the picture. They were stuffing stuff in closets, and they were fantastic. And I heard that Bridgeside, they stuffed their stocking and a little bit overflowing, but then they kind of thought that's where they were supposed to stop last year. They are in it to win it this year.
Nice. So a little competition, yes. It sounds like.
Yep.
Okay.
So the competition's hot. There is a plaque at the headquarters, since they were the winners last year,
okay,
that will be revolving around. So it is up for grabs this year. And then watch for the Senior Resources social media, Facebook and Instagram, because we'll be highlighting all the establishments, where they're at, and kind of keeping that competition going.
Nice.
And that is December 1st, so it'll start Thursday through the 15th, so we hit a couple of weekends there.
Nice, okay.
For bar goers.
And so some of the examples for items then, are they the same thing or a little different?
Most of them are kind of the top items,
okay.
But really it could be anything that you think. We've got on the poster, we've got some suggestions.
Mm-hmm.
People always ask me about stamps, but because they're like, stamps, nobody mails anything. But remember, this is a generation that likes to mail their bills,
yep,
and they mail cards to people.
Mm-hmm.
So getting cards and stamps is a really big one. Gift cards to Hy-Vee, Walmart, those different establishments they love and can use. Warm socks, hand lotions,
mm-hmm,
and then all of our hygiene items as well. Laundry detergent, toilet papers, paper towels. Those are greatly wanted as well.
Nice. So say I went to Hy-Vee and I bought a gift card and a bunch of cleaning supplies. I don't need to wrap these. They just need to be in the bags and drop them off at one of the locations?
Yep.
Okay.
Drop them off at one of the locations and start building up their stock.
So
we count items, so there's not a total value or anything. So we just count the number of items to find the winner.
So either you need to be very nice and donate items to each bars to make it equal, or pick your favorite bar and ramp up the amount that they have.
I think that covers 3 weekends, if I remember the way I did it. So you can definitely help them each out and give a little bit to each.
So you said the first flyer says the 18th, which is Sunday.
Yep.
So perfect. So yeah, you have plenty of opportunities to stuff the stock. That's really hard to say.
I know. I know.
That is hard to say. Stuff the stocking for the basket program. I love that. And all these bars, shout out to every single one of them. Headquarters, Brew, Bridgeside, Maxwell's, and Proof for taking part in this. It's going to be fun.
And then just a shout out to H&I as well. They've been a longtime supporter of the Christmas basket program. And really anything, Laura does a great job. She starts looking in like October for great deals and gets, some socks and some other items that are on sale.
Mm-hmm.
So we just make sure that every basket is stuffed with great things, and that every senior that fills out an application has something to get.
Well, that is lovely. And you said 220 last year?
220 last year, and I know the phone calls we've stopped taking applications.
Okay.
But we still get a few phone calls, so I'm not sure what the total number is at this year. But
do you have, if you had just kind of like walk to end, do you have a goal of how many people you would love to help this year?
We don't set a goal. I think we just want to make sure that everybody that's been on the program before, knew about it, they had an application sent to them, and that we reach, as many people. The nice thing as well about the Adult Day Center being within the Senior Resources is they're connected to programs like this.
Love it.
Like our Meals on Wheels for days that they're not at the center, so that it's really that wraparound service with all of it.
Oh, great. I would say it sounds like every year it is just growing, and that's what we always want to hear, is that being able to help out, helping hands, and continue bringing out and reaching out to more people.
Yep.
And that's what you do all the time.
Yep.
And speaking of Meals on Wheels, are they going to be at Jingle and Mingle?
We will, Senior Resources and Crossroads will be at Jingle and Mingle. I believe on the corner of Iowa and 2nd is where I'm placing my van. Perfect. Crossroads van. We will be handing out glow sticks. We have a fun game for the kids, shoveling snowballs into buckets. And then we're going to have information on how to become a volunteer to deliver Meals on Wheels. We're still looking for specifically Saturdays. I think we have some Thursdays and Tuesdays available just as people are traveling throughout the month and winter. So how to get involved in that, how to become a chore worker and help shovel snow for seniors over the winter. I'm glad that we are not in snow right now, but eventually at some point it's probably going to come. And I'm actually going to change that to it may come. I mean, what if we didn't get any, right?
I like that better. I love that.
And then, you know, how to donate to Senior Resources and Crossroads as well.
Oh, fun. And it's going to be decent weather on Friday too, which I'm really
nice weather.
I'm really excited about that. So we have Adopt a Senior Christmas Basket Program. You have the Angel Tree at the Merrill. You have the Stuff the Stocking. I was going to mess it up again. And then we have Jingle and Mingle. That is a lot in the next 3 weeks, give or take.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
And then do you get a break?
Well, we have a holiday party with our staff and clients on the 9th. And then I think I'll get a little bit of a...
So you get like a midweek break. That'll be good. Everyone
needs a few days.
Everyone needs that. Everyone needs a little break.
Yeah, you know, those are fun though. You know, that's what makes it all worth it. What we're doing is to have our clients together. We had a fantastic Thanksgiving potluck, and just those are the times where you really feel like family. You know, when all the staff and clients are together. So
that's lovely. Well, I'm glad you got a little break, and now you have 3 amazing events happening that gets the community involved. Yeah. And what is the best way for people to get more information, or to maybe just kind of recap and find all this?
Yep. So our websites, Senior Resources and Crossroads, crossroadsmuscatine.org, Senior Resources. We also have Facebook for each of them and Instagram. So follow those, have all of this information. There's a great article in Discover about the Adopt a Senior program. So that's nice to get that out there and let people know how to get involved. And then we just ask that everybody, you know, think about Senior Resources and Crossroads tomorrow when they're giving for Giving Tuesday, and donations can be made on our website, and we'll also have links on our Facebook.
Perfect. I love it. Always amazing information. You always have something. There's
always something.
There's always something with Megan. Yes. Perfect. Well, it was great meeting you. I hope to see you on here more often. Yes. And always give us updates on how the Adult Day Center is going. And have fun with your hot chocolate and gingerbread. You have to make it a contest.
No, follow Facebook. We'll keep all the action there.
Oh, that's when you do the gingerbread day, post all those and have someone vote for their favorite.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. That's a fun way. I always love seeing gingerbread houses. Don't ask me to make one. Mine's going to be the one that's like all destroyed, and I'll just put like a dinosaur. So
I saw one the other day that was like, like a pile, and then it had a tornado from like Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz.
Oh, funny. Yep. Easy. Just break it apart, throw some glitter and gummy drops on it, and boom, it's
the spirit of it.
Yeah. It's the spirit. Perfect. Well, thank you so much for coming on. I always love having the information, and I'll see you next week for Freezing for Food.
Yeah, Freezing for Food. Yep.
We'll be there. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and then we will be back with MCSA and talk about their wellness fair coming up.
Hi, I'm TJ Deere, General Manager here at Toyota of Muscatine.
Hi, I'm Megan, and I'm from Muscatine.
My name is Logan, and I'm from Muscatine.
Here at Toyota Muscatine, we believe in investing in our community.
And that's why all our members are local to the Muscatine area.
It's why we give generously to charities based in our city.
Because we believe that giving back means paying it forward.
That's why an investment in us is an investment in our community.
When you buy a vehicle for Toyota Muscatine, keeping your vehicle safely on the road is our highest priority.
We offer scheduled maintenance, and extended service hours for those unexpected repairs.
Our service department's mechanics are dedicated to providing you with the highest quality of care.
Feel free to ask any of our friendly staff if you have any questions.
Come on down to Toyota Muscatine today.
We just don't work out in a single plane of motion.
And we are back and talking about giving back to the community. We have Stuart and Ellie from MCSA here to talk about their upcoming wellness fair. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Thank you for coming on. So just quick introduce yourself and tell us what you do.
Sure. My name is Stuart Scott. I work at the Scott County Health Department. I'm in our sexual health program.
I'm Ellie Kenny. I'm the Population Health Manager at Community Healthcare.
And we have something fun happening. So Wellness Fair is coming up this week. And talk to us just a little about what's going on and where this is kind of starting from.
Sure. Every December 1st is World AIDS Day. World AIDS Day is a way to raise awareness about testing and treatment of HIV, as well as to support people who may be living with HIV. So we had a conversation about how we can kind of bring the community together around this topic, and we came up with a World AIDS Day Wellness Fair. So here we are to support the community and support those who need it most.
And let's kind of start with the basics. So let's go time, date, and location, because everyone needs to know those for sure.
Yeah, so it's going to be this Thursday, December 1st, from 11 to 1 at MCSA. You're definitely welcome to come anytime, but that's when the vendors are going to be there, and then there's going to be a free meal during that time as well that you can have there or you can take home.
Perfect. And I know that the Muscabus is going to do transportation, and is this for just everywhere pickup throughout Muscatine then?
Yeah, anyone in Muscatine County who wants to come is free and open to the public. Muscabus has been so gracious to offer free transportation. They only ask that individuals register or reserve a ride to and from at least 2 days in advance. So today or tomorrow will be the deadline for free transportation.
Well, that was very nice.
Absolutely.
I love that.
Absolutely.
And what are some of the vendors that are going to be there for this event?
So CHC is going to be there. We're going to be offering the COVID shots and then also healthcare services. So if someone wants a healthcare appointment that day or wants to schedule one for the future, we can definitely do that. And then the health department will be there as well.
And we have about 30 vendors throughout Muscatine County. And that has been really overwhelming, right? The city or Muscatine County has been, so welcoming of the wellness fair. Everyone is kind of offering their goods and services to the community. So we have financial literacy. There's going to be free haircuts. MCSA is going to be offering hot meals. Why supplies last? I think we have 200 and 250 hot meals for individuals.
Wow. That's awesome.
The food pantry will be in full effect. Community healthcare also has like a mobile clinic where there'll be medical appointments offered. So
it's going to be a very well-rounded social service agencies in the area.
I love that. Looking at this too, some of the job fairs as well, hosting for a job fair. Bayer Team Staffing, Iowa Works, Temp Associations, and Crossroads will also be there for a job fair for hosting. I think that is incredible.
Absolutely.
And then, of course, United Way, Trinity Public Health, Scott County Public Fair. And can you tell us a little bit about the Iowa legal aid that will also be there?
Yeah, so they're going to set up a table and just offer free consultations to anyone who, has questions about the judicial system or maybe something that that individual is dealing with. So they'll be there just to offer legal advice, right? So, the beautiful thing about the wellness fair is, although it started, with like World AIDS Day and let's talk about HIV and kind of reduce the stigma, it has really opened up to, anyone in the community who has a need. We try to bring as many community organizations together to the table to just support individuals, to really meet them where they're at and help them on their journey of life to be as healthy as possible. So
this is such a well-rounded opportunity. And so how many times have you done this wellness fair before?
So we've done similar, health and wellness resource fair, but this is our first World AIDS Day wellness fair. So.
And Ellie, what is it that when you get offered to come to these events, what is it that just says, hey, I want to do this and I want to make sure that everyone is aware of this? What is that overall feeling for you?
Oh, it's great. I love meeting the community where they're at. I think that's the most important thing. We can't expect people to know where to go to get resources always, or have access to internet to search where to go. So being able to put everything all in one place where a person can just show up, where it's close to probably where they are residing, and they can just have everything all in one day. It's a great feeling when people walk away and they say, thank you for being here, I learned something today.
Absolutely. And what better place to have it at Muscatine Center for Social Action, right? Yeah. The work that they're doing is phenomenal. There's food pantry, there's hot food, there's behavioral health drop-ins. I think Unity Point Health is doing a lot of work there. CHC is there.
Medical and dental.
Absolutely.
Wow.
So it's an amazing place. They've been more than wonderful and helping to kind of bring this together and offer these services to the community. So thank you to Navi and Nick Horn and all of the good folks at Muscatine Center for Social Action.
Nick Horn is amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. She is incredible and she is the glue, honestly, in my opinion, and she's just doing a phenomenal job in what she does, even just in Muscatine community as well.
I agree.
So,
I agree.
Nick, if you're watching, shout out to you, especially.
Hey, Nick.
I know she's definitely watching. And so when we look at this, so it is a free event.
Yes.
Free transportation. The amount of self-care and job fair community resources, this is going to be one that I think is something that everyone that needs something, maybe it's just one department of it, and then when they're there, maybe it is something else that they didn't even realize.
Absolutely.
And when you're there, what is that, how many wellness fairs have you done that you've just been able to go in and people just almost express everything to you?
The responses from the community it's always overwhelming, right? People are thankful. They might not know, I didn't know this resource existed, or I didn't know the Scott County Health Department comes to Muscatine, or community health care, I didn't know I can get you here. So it's just a great opportunity for anyone who may need services. We're offering, there'll be laundry vouchers for individuals that come. There'll be Hy-Vee gift cards if you engage in certain testing or screening. So it's a wonderful event. It's open to the public. It is free. And we encourage everyone to come out.
I did not know about the vouchers and the gift cards. Wow.
There's a lot of organizations that are just bringing, a lot of things to the table, all for the Muscatine community. So
a lot of times at these health fairs, organizations bring what they have. So it's really cool. Usually every health fair, it's like something different. Really great stuff you can get.
And what are you looking forward to kind of bring awareness to, and what's that most important keynote that you want everyone to know about?
Yeah, well, from the health department's perspective, we want to reduce the stigma of HIV testing, of people who may be living with HIV. We want to let everyone know, regardless of what illness or not that you're dealing with, that there are resources available to support you. Community health care, the Scott County Health Department, we're here to simply help. So if you need a hand, there will be so many vendors here. I think the last count was like 37 or 38 different vendors. So we're just here to be supportive, and if there's anything that we can do to be supportive, we will absolutely do it. And if there are resources that aren't present, we'll do our homework to kind of bring those resources next time. So if you have free time on this Thursday, December 1st, we encourage you to come out and say hello. If you haven't been to MCSA, this is a great time to come and see some of the great services that they're offering. So
they just did a lot of updating and remodeling, so it's very nice in there now.
Absolutely. Yep.
What is that? So say there is someone that maybe, you know, they do want to go, but they're nervous. And what is that kind of that friendly advice just to help with that encouragement portion? Because sometimes people could be embarrassed, they are shy, they don't know which route they need to go. What is that advice that you always bring and encourage for them?
I would say just remember that you showing up that day that's a win in itself. So like I always applaud everyone who just shows up. And you don't have to share your whole life story. If you come up to the table for CHC and you're looking for a primary care provider because you haven't seen one in 10 years, you don't have to disclose that information to us. You can pick up a flyer and move on, and then call us at your own convenience. So I just say you don't have to share what you want, and just be thankful that you got there that day, because that's a great accomplishment.
Absolutely. And all of the healthcare things that we do is free and confidential.
Yes.
So we're not sharing information. We're definitely not, you know, judging anyone.
No.
We're welcoming to anyone who just, you know, if you want a primary care doctor, or if you just want, you know, or have any questions about things. So we're really here to just serve the community, and people from all walks of life will be there. So we encourage you to come on down.
And there are so many amazing resources there. I know Families for Children is going to be there, Salvation Army, Heart and Soul, and even Goodwill will even have tables set up. Big Brothers Big Sisters, which is an incredible event there. Senior Resources. I could go throughout this whole list of people. There's so many incredible like organizations and resources here. I think this is definitely one that if you need even just one thing, you could end up walking out with 10 to 20 different resources. It's incredible.
And there's hot food, right? So even
there's
come get a meal.
A free hot meal, dessert, and hot chocolate. Hot chocolate is today. I should have just had hot chocolate today. Something's telling me I need hot chocolate, because you can't say no to a hot chocolate station too.
That's right.
This is incredible. So the Iowa Legal Aid is going to have a table set up, and they are hosting an employee barriers clinic at MCSA on December 15th. That is going to be about criminal and juvenile record clearing, driver license, court debt, basically anything in regards to employment, housing, and education. So that is definitely more information on top of the wellness health fair.
Yeah, housing resources, if you need help applying for insurance, or if you need, you know, assistance with applying for like food stamps and things of that nature. So it's really something for everyone. Again, all walks of life. We want to support you. We want you to feel heard and validated. And
even if you don't feel like you are in need of any resources at this time, I still encourage you to come out, because you can learn about what's available in your community, because you never know who you're going to run into, who then you can connect to those resources.
Absolutely.
So
even getting involved in the community then is that opportunity.
Gives you a place to know where you can go volunteer.
I love that.
Yeah, and you know, we're seeking, I think, a few volunteers as well. So if you don't need the resources, if you got everything taken care of, feel free to come down and help us, you know, volunteering. MCSA is always accepting, you know, fresh faces that want to help out. So, you know, we encourage people to do so.
And do you need volunteers even for the wellness fair as well, just in regards to kind of front door greeting?
Yeah, I think we were looking for a few volunteers. So yeah, if you're interested, feel free to call MCSA or call Nick at 563-264-3278. Just ask for Nick, and we'll get you registered to help out.
I love that, and I know all of this information is also on their Facebook page for MCSA, on the website, so there's non-stop places to find the resources and information. Perfect. And what additional information do you want to share, even just overall, about MCSA?
I think it's just a great place. We kind of refer to it as a one-stop shop. because you can get your housing needs met, your medical needs, your dental needs, your behavioral health needs, your vision, it's your food, it just, the list goes on. So I think it's just a really great place. If you have not been there, it's really eye-opening to see the work that they've done and to create just such a resource center for those in the community.
Absolutely.
Perfect. And before we leave, we have to play a little game.
Okay.
So I think Chris kind of told you about what's in the box.
We've heard some things.
So what's in the box with Toyota of Muscatine? It is a national day. That is the only hint I'm going to give you.
All right.
I'm going to move my flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Who is going to be the guinea pig, the tester, the triumph? Are you both? Do you want to both try it?
Yeah, we can.
We can both try.
Both try it.
All
okay.
Right.
So stick your hand in.
Stick your hand in.
Yep. And then feel around, and you have to guess what the object is.
Okay.
I think it's food.
It is a food. I will give you that.
Bread?
Do you have any guesses?
Bread?
It is a bread.
It is a bread. Okay.
It's something that you can make with bread.
This is a weird feeling bread. That's all I got.
It's
spun bread.
Something you can make with bread. It's a breakfast item.
Banana bread?
Oh.
No.
The eggs and bread. French toast.
Yes, there you go.
There we go.
It is National French Toast Day. You destroyed that French toast too.
All right.
So it is National French Toast Day, and so the
Can
best
I eat
place.
It now?
You can, yeah, go for it. If your hands are on it, it is all yours.
Now I smell it.
Yeah, now you've got like the cinnamon, and it smells amazing. Now I might have to go get some over at the Hy-Vee breakfast. Oh, and look at that. Chris is so nice and brings napkins.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you.
When Scott had his, it was like whipped cream. You didn't bring him napkins. Oh gosh, I'm glad you didn't now. So it is National French Toast Day, so best place to go get your breakfast is over here at the Hy-Vee breakfast, so grab your National French Toast. Of course, well, thank you so much for coming on. Amazing information. So we'll make sure that people are well aware of this is happening on Thursday, and you said from 11 to 1.
Yep.
MCSA, and if you would like to, if you need transportation, you get the Muscabus and make sure that you are registered for the free transportation that they will be offering. So many different resources there. And like Stuart was reminding you, you get a hot meal, dessert, and hot chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone loves hot chocolate, especially during the winter time. And perfect way to kick off December 1st.
That is correct.
Perfect. Yeah. So much information is going on. Remember that Jingle and Mingle is happening this Friday. We will be sure to give you all of the amazing invites and updates, so be sure that you go to pearlcitijingleandmingle.com or go to our Facebook for Discover Muscatine and the Jingle and Mingle event. And we have so many of them that we are going to kick off tomorrow with. I'm sure you saw the Grinch hanging around. We're going to be seeing some more characters throughout the time. Until then, stay happy and stay healthy. I will see you later, Muscatine.